Alright, so let's do FOIL on number 1 and 2, and then we can talk about, I'm sorry, 2 and 3, and then we can talk about number 4. Okay. So it's 2x minus 1 times 3x plus 4. Janelle, what would be considered the first terms in this binomial times a binomial? What are the first terms, Janelle? This is the first, and this is the first. The first terms in the binomial. So we do 2x times 3x, and what is that product? 6x squared. Okay, so that's the first terms. What would be the outer terms, Georgia? What's considered the outside terms here? This is outside, and this is outside. It's like the outside of the problem. So 2x times 4. So the outside is 8x. And what would be considered the inside? Well, -1 and 3x are inside. So the I is -3x. And what's considered the last terms, Ada Maurice? Last and last. Okay, so that's how we practice the first, the outer, the inner, the last. Put it all together. 6x squared plus 8x minus 3x minus 4. Combine like terms. And what would you call this result, Thomas? What's the name of this? It's a polynomial. Can you tell me any details about the polynomial? What degree is it? Degree 2? Well, how would you name it by terms? What? Trinomial, because it's 3 terms. Now, I gave you guys the vocabulary word for this last Thursday. This is a quadratic expression. You guys, I did give you this vocabulary last Thursday. It's okay if you don't remember it today, but you should know it, so I'm telling it to you again. If you can't name this using all 3 of these vocabulary words, you need to look at it and think about it, write it down. You should know all 3 of this vocabulary for that result. It's standard form simplified. All right, number 3. Okay, what's the first ones, Aiden? So that's 9x squared. What's the outer terms, Tyler? And what are the inside terms, Gabriel?
This is a complete 5 and 3x.
And what would the last terms be, Patrick?
15x and 25.
25. Alright, so the result is 9x squared plus 30x plus 25. So there's some more vocabulary here that's helpful to know. So number 3 and number 4 are actually similar problems. Number 3 and number 4 are similar problems. Let me show you. This could be written as, and I hope you see it. Could it not?
It could.
This times this is just the same as writing it once squared, correct? Because this is multiplication. So anything times itself can be written squared. Okay? Go ahead and write it. So go ahead and write that this and this is the same as this. So, oh my gosh, so much vocabulary. So this has another name. There's so many names to describe different quadratic expressions. This is called a perfect square trinomial. All right, 9 is a number that can be square rooted. It's a perfect square. And so is 25. And that happens every time you multiply a binomial times itself. You have these numbers in front that can be square rooted, which is important because very soon I'm going to ask you to start with this and end with this. You're going to have to start with this and end with the parentheses. Okay, and one thing that it helps to recognize is that 9 square roots to be 3 and 25 square roots to be 5. Okay, so as you write this way, keep in mind that our bigger goal is to go the opposite way, to start in standard form and end in factored form. So that's why the words are helpful in connecting those two processes. So on number 4, one of the biggest mistakes in algebra is to think that it's x squared, maybe minus 81 or plus 81. This is super wrong. Everybody gets it wrong. Everybody gets it wrong. Because intuitively, even those people who are just naturally really good at math would think it's x squared and 9 squared. But you can't do that. You have to write it out side by side. And you have to do the whole FOIL process. Okay, people all the way through Algebra 2 continue to get this problem wrong. They square them both and they don't do the FOIL process and they don't end up with a middle term, so they don't have a full trinomial. So now go back, maybe just put a line through what you did wrong and do it correctly. FOIL it. The first two would be x times x, which is x squared. The outside would be x times negative 9, negative 9x. The inside, negative 9 times x, negative 9x. And the last is negative 9 times negative 9, which is actually a positive 81. It is super short. I mean, when I look at it, I can just write the answer. So that's the shorter way. The shorter way is to practice it enough so you can just expand it mental math. Just like when I say what's 3 plus 5? 3 plus 5 is 8. Now, do you have to do this? No, but in first grade, when you added 3 and 5, you did this. And you counted to 8. Okay, right now in Algebra 1, when you do this, you're doing this. But in Algebra 2, you should be able to do x squared minus 18x plus 81.
144. Yeah, there you go. Smart people do that. Smart. You're a very smart intellectual.
Anyway, the quicker way is just to learn it and get good at it. And then you can do it mental math. That's the quicker way. It's practice. Alright, let's look at your assignment from yesterday, the textbook work, page 492. No, it said turn in Wednesday. Okay. Alright, check your answers.
No way. There's no way.
Tom's like, oh, all this work's so good, I love the work. And he took it home with him so he could cherish it. His son was eating. But I put this up on my bed so I can look at it at night.
No way.
No, that's not the textbook. Yeah, this is that is the right thing.
Oh no. I can look. No, I did it. Come on, there's no way I'm not getting a zero.
No. Because you're very bad.
I worked on my handwriting. I really did. I worked like behind all.
Maybe I don't need to hear it. I'm done. With your attitude.
That's how Hillary needs to go to a minimum. Living, look. You go down 12.
No, she won't believe me. I don't ever do it. One time I did a class with assignment.
Whoa!
You're on the That's what I'm saying. We did it. Don't worry, Bob.
Like you told us to turn it in.
He said turn it in if you're done. Not.
Yeah, that's what he said. No, he was like, okay. Very nice work. Very good work. Good work.
He literally told the teacher it was for him. He actually lived. I was like,
I had this like everything. He took my children. You know I love grab it. He doesn't have to. It's just bullying.
Get to work, people. I want to move on. I want to move on. Chapter 8-4. Technically, it's called special products. So A plus B squared. Dominic, so many people their whole lives, all 4 years of high school and even in college algebra, are going to write A squared plus B squared and just be totally wrong. Okay? You cannot distribute into a sum. Okay, this is just like number 4 about work. We're reiterating it again. You'll forget it every year. It's a sad day. Next year, you're going to make the same mistake. You must write out side by side and double distribute, which is the same as FOIL. So you have to do A plus B times A plus B. You can't do A squared and B squared. Can't emphasize that enough. This is not this. So I would do A times A to get A squared. I'm going to FOIL more quickly now. I'm going to do the outer terms, which is A times B. And then I'm going to do the inner terms, which is, I'm going to write A first again. A times B. And then the last terms, B times B is B squared. So now I combine like terms in the middle. One AB added to another AB is 2AB. And this is the result. You don't need to write all those words. You need to understand it. All right, we'll do that again. Instead of square of a sum, we'll do square of a difference. We'll do x minus y squared. This is not x squared minus y squared like most people would think. We're going to write it out side by side and do our double distribution or our FOIL. Joseph, can you find this product? You got this down? Honestly though, do you know what to multiply first? Do you know what to multiply first? X times x first. And then what? Good. Alright, I'll pick somebody else. Who wants to get picked? Logan, where do I multiply next? Yep. And then last? Which will make it positive. Yep. Negative y times negative y will be a positive. And then the result, x squared minus 2xy plus y squared. The square of a sum and the square of a difference. Be sure you don't distribute in, you actually have to do the whole FOIL process. Let's try one with more numbers. Let's try 2x minus 5y squared. You guys, I am available today after school. It's a Wednesday. I'm normally not, but since I've been out, I want to let you know you can come in today after school and Friday after school. For makeup work or questions.
How do you turn 25? Wait, what is it? Oh, the inner terms are 5 1 5. Oh, it's 5y and then 2x.
That's your answer.
You can't miss that. Would that be 10xy?
Is it 20, guys? Yeah, it's 10 and then 10 would make 20. Yep. Now let's see. Okay. So first, 2 times 2 is 4, and x times x is x squared. Then 2 times, better just make that 1 minus sign. Alright, then 2 times negative 5 is negative 10, and there'll be an x and a y in that product. And then negative 5 times 2 is negative 2, and there'll be an x and y in that product. And then negative 5 times negative 5 is a positive 25. Y times y is y squared. When you combine like terms in the middle, you're just changing the coefficients. And this is called a perfect square trinomial because this is considered a perfect square. That's what we call that. And this is a perfect square. I hear some talk about homework. Yeah. It's page 107, 1 through 8, as it was on the initial Bellwork screen. Do you guys want to pick out the most difficult one, and I'll do it right now with you? Open your workbooks to page 107, and I'll do one of those problems. Oh, you don't have it?
Remember when I tried doing the problem?
Oh, God. Stop, please. Never do that. Please.
Yeah. Oh, these are easy.
No, you know it. And you're writing on your binder and you can. That's just absolutely flabbergasting.
What should I do first?
Number.
What? Okay, hold up. This can't be the same. Miss, I said you. This cannot be the same.
There's no.
Because all the questions are like very similar, so I said you 8.
Yeah, they are very, very.
They're all like the same thing.
Alright, let's go with Bella. Bella, number 8. What do you think we want to play first? Z times Z, and what's that result? Yeah, Z squared. Janelle, what do you multiply next? And what's that result? Okay, Libby, what goes after that?
You're gonna have to do Z times I don't actually know. I'm not gonna lie.
We're gonna do this 3 now. So like you thought about it, you thought, well, we already did that one, we already did that one. So now move on to the
Oh yeah, 3 times Z, and then 3 times negative 3.
Right, really good. Really good. Now, this is cool. This is cool. What is in the middle is perfect opposite. The opposites cancel. So all you have is Z squared minus 9. So this is not a coincidence. This is called a difference of 2 squared. And it happens every time you have the binomial with opposite signs. This is the most important pattern to pick up on.
Chill. Hey.
You know why?